So hey world, welcome to my channel and welcome to Captain America Brave New World review. I just watched the movie yesterday. When I tell you I loved it. Anthony, sir, I just have to say one thing. That Captain America suit, specifically in the leg region, because there's like a perfect placement. Girl, I'm gonna show you. I could not take my he looks, when he took off his shirt, the abs and the titties, I'm gonna call it titties, don't even care. Girl, he had a body. This bitch worked the fuck out, okay? But I'm gonna show you the part that I liked. Oh, and I just noticed that he had two different suits. Oh, wait, yeah. This one is from the trailer. Look, it has the white things. And then, if you go to images, there's this one without the white things. I don't think I even noticed when I was watching the movie that it changed. But I feel like it was because the first one he got stabbed, so it kind of ripped the star in the middle. So maybe that's why it changed. But I thought it was like the same. I didn't even notice, honestly. Yeah, bitch, let me find. And also, I didn't take any notes because I went to watch it in the movies. You know, I only take notes of things that I watch at home. Bitch, where's a good photo where I can see? I don't think there's gonna be yet. But he was always doing like a pose like this. And he was like always with like his legs. It's like he had a good like leg support. Like he was always like legs kind of open but like in a position. You know what I mean? And when that camera panned out to the back, bitch, you could see like the leg, a little bit of the leg going into the butt. He had some fucking like big ass legs. And those fucking glutes, is that what you call it? Gluteos? No, glutes. I don't even know, bitch. But he had some cake on him. Let me just tell you right here. Bitch, where's a good show? Oh, okay. Does this work? Okay, right. Okay, this kind of works. Sorry, I'm totally being creepy, but you know what? I don't even care. Do you see how this leg part and then he goes to the butt, and this part doesn't have like any armor or something? This part is just like this, like the blue. This is like, oh my god, he looks so fucking good the whole movie. You better. Also, one thing that I really loved about this movie is the Hulk. Yes, I am one of the Hulk haters of the Endgame Hulk. Because what the fuck would even possess you, Marvel, to even do something like that? I get the idea you wanted to do Bruce Banner combined with the Hulk. But what the fuck was the purpose? You could have just had Bruce. You could have saved on a CGI just by having Bruce being human. And not having to do like the whole mix with the Hulk. That was fucking horrible. But this Hulk, and now what I hate about recent movies is that when they do a big monster, they do not know how to do the CGI. Because even if it looks good, they always make it too animated. If you go to old movies, the monsters always look like kind of real. Now they always look animated. You just look at it and you're like, But this one actually looked good. The body on the Hulk, that was like, that was like some sexy stuff. That was like a good thing to look at, okay? But it was like really good. Also, but see, that's what the Hulk is for. Destruction. That's what it's for. Girl, the whole fight with the Hulk, it was crazy. And that was actually the first time I saw or like I felt like a normal person watching the movie. Because obviously with Captain America, with Steve, he had the super serum. So if you go to watch those movies, it always feels like superhero. But like it feels like more super than hero. Because everyone has powers, everybody has like a special ability, or for the most part. It doesn't feel like actually like grounded to people. It feels like grounded to superheroes. You know what I mean? This one was the first one I actually felt like I was a normal person watching the movies. And like I was kind of there because when they were fighting with the Hulk and they were in that White House, when Sam was trying to lure the Hulk away and the Hulk literally jumped after him and it panned out to the crowd outside of the White House and the camera was like down here in the street in the middle of the people, and you could just see Sam flying and then the Hulk jumping after him. I was like, ooh, that is fucking scary. I actually felt like I was there and watching him fly with my own eyes. I was like, this is like the perspective of what a normal person would see. And I'm like, oh, this is what people feel when they were like seeing the Avengers fight. That was such a good shot. Whoever thought of that, you're a genius. That was good. And like I said, yeah, the Hulk was really good because you actually felt the impact. Like when he did the palm thing, that fucking thing that fucking destroyed everything. That was like, boom. It actually had some impact to it. When he jumped, you could actually feel like where he was standing, that shit would like went into the ground because he had to get that impulse. And it was like, pa. He jumped, but the thing went down. It was like, pa. Oh, it actually felt like a Hulk. It actually felt like he had some strongness. So it didn't feel like light. It didn't feel like CGI. It didn't feel like a fucking balloon or a fucking toy. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like, it felt like it had weight to it. And then the scream, like the rah. That was so good. That was so good because it was pure rage. It's just fighting. It was just fighting. Ah, bitch. Girl, the whole fighting scene in the trees, in the cherry blossoms. That shit was fucking crazy. Girl, Sam was like jumping, doing the kicks. The whole fight scene in the Celestial Island, they were like flying, doing all sort of tricks. Listen, this movie, in terms of fighting, is really crazy. And it really felt like grounded. And what I mean grounded is they were actually fighting. You know what I mean? If it was like Steve, you could have some fight scenes. He could like be like kind of fighting. But it's like, okay. This is like fighting. When he was fighting the serpent, he got stabbed twice. He had the fucking knives here. He came out of nowhere of the smoke. Like he like kicked him into the car and the camera was like inside of the car. And you could, when he hit the windshield, you could feel like that impact. It was like, I was like, what the fuck? That was crazy kick. You know, Sam was fighting in the movie. He was giving his all, and he's human. That's the whole thing. So when Ross was like, "Oh, you are not Steve. You should have taken the super serum soldier," I'm like, "No, Sam, you're amazing because you're you," and I love that. And also, again, I mean, spoiler alert, but I already did a lot of spoilers. But when Bucky showed up, I was like, yes. But I do gotta say, it kind of felt a little out of place because then Sam went to fight the Hulk. And you mean to tell me that Bucky couldn't help? But I mean, I guess he said he had to go to another city because he had a conference or whatever. But it's like, he was fighting the Hulk. You couldn't like wait 2 seconds and like come help? It's one of those things that's like, oh, because it's not his movie, he's not gonna help, you know? But at least he was there. Oh my God. And then when the girl, I don't even remember her name, but bitch. When she said, oh, was that Bucky? Oh, he had a nice smile, whatever. She was like, oh, he looks good, whatever. And then Sam was like, oh, he's 100 years old. And she was like, I can work with that. I was like, bitch, same. I was like, what? This is me. There were actually some funny lines in the movie. And you know what also I liked, oh my God, what's his name? What's the name of the Falcon? There should have been a scene where he got the new suit. Because I could swear that when I watched the trailer, like, he had the suit. I could swear he had the new suit. But throughout the whole movie, he only had, like the... What's the name? He only had the... He didn't have the complete suit. Oh, Joaquin. Yes, loved him. He was so funny, and it's like, oh, he can't stop talking, whatever. That's me. I related to him. I'm like, that's me. And also, Sir Danny Ramirez. Sir, I cannot. Bitch. Okay, come on, load the picture. What the fuck? What are you doing? Oh my God. Even blurred. Motherfucker. Oh my God. Girl, look at that smile. Listen, this movie was funny. It had so many great fight scenes. I liked the story, though. I actually liked the story. It didn't feel that important, and it did feel like more of like kind of political. I mean, duh. But I feel like it was an important step in the MCU story and in Sam's story, of course. I feel like it was an important step because now he said he wanted to do the Avengers again, and we have the Avengers movies next year. So I don't know what are we gonna do, because are they gonna do the Avengers before Doomsday, or is it gonna be in Doomsday that he's gonna do it again? Because then at the end they said Captain America will return. I was like, yes, but they didn't say the project. And if they already announced Avengers Doomsday, and now they said that like Sam would return, but they didn't say where, I feel like he might return in a projects before Doomsday, because we also have the Thunderbolts, and obviously Bucky is gonna be there. So maybe Sam is gonna do an appearance in the Thunderbolts, you know, kind of like Bucky did on this one. So like Sam's gonna go to the other one. Yeah, something like that. But I love the reassurance from everybody. Like Bucky and Lorenzo, like, Sam, you're Captain America because you are you. Like, I love Steve, but fuck Steve. He's dead. He made a choice. And of course, he passed it on to you, but that doesn't mean you need the super serum soldier. I would say the only thing is that, like, of course, he fought a Hulk. He almost died. So, of course, the serum would have helped. But did he still not win? He did. I mean, obviously, because it's a movie and they were not going to kill the main character. But did he still not win? He did. Being human. And I kind of wanted in the final scene, I kind of wanted Lorenzo to be there. I wanted to see both of them fight. But I mean, I guess it was in the hospital, so it wouldn't work. But, yeah. He's Captain America because he's Sam. And then Lorenzo made such a good point. It's like they are so used to seeing the superheroes. And then Sam being human, it gives you some kind of... It kind of brings some realness to the superhero thing. Because there's actually a human. And of course you have Natasha. Sure, you have Natasha. But even that is like she was trained in the Red Room. So it's also not like something you can aspire. Like, oh, I want to be Black Widow. But you're not going to have the same training as her. You know what I mean? If you want to be like Sam, you could probably have the same training as him. You know what I mean? So it would be more real in that sense. And yeah, he had someone to look up to. He had the Falcon. And now he became the Falcon. And now Sam is Captain America. And again, yeah, sure, Steve was Steve. But you are you. And he chose you to keep the name Captain America going. And I feel like there was nobody else that could come close to being Captain America than Sam. Like, who else could have been Captain America? Nobody. You know what I mean? Like, it's just perfect. And I love so much that he's black, honestly. I love. And I don't think I've seen any hate for this movie, or at least not yet. But, I mean, I guess I remember people complaining that, like, oh, the Captain America's black or whatever. Oh, he's not my captain. And I'm like, what? Do you even know? Do you even know who came first? Do you really think white people came first? Do you really think that's your land that you're standing on? It's not, okay? But I really do love that he's black. And then Lorenzo, well, I want to say he's Hispanic, right? So, like, the leads were a black person and an Hispanic person. Hispanic? Okay, now I said that word too many times. It sounds weird. Hispanic. Right. Espanol. Okay. And so I love that the leads, that they were the leads. You know what I mean? Period. I love this movie, actually. And I feel like I said it in the trailer that I wasn't that excited about the movie because it did felt kind of politic, the trailer. The way they made the trailer, it definitely felt a little bit more boring. Because it was like, oh, they're trying to kill the president or whatever. It definitely felt a little boring, the trailer. And I was like, oh, it's just going to be like more political. It's just not going to be that interesting. And But I gotta say, I was very pleasantly surprised, and I said it in the trailer. I want to go watch it for Anthony. I really want to go support this Captain America. I really want to go see it, and girl, I'm so glad I did. So glad I did. Like I said, there was a lot of funny moments actually, and I really love the fighting. All of the fighting with the shield, I love the sound. Oh, the sound of the shield, like the vroom, vroom, vroom. It kind of does that when he goes flying, and when it hits the walls, it's like vroom, bing, 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 vroom, 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 vroom. Even when he drops the shield, it still does that sound, like the vroom, vroom, vroom. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a good sound. It's so satisfying. I love everything. Like, I don't think there was any bad parts of this movie, honestly. Like, something actually bad? I don't think I could even think of something that doesn't make sense or was actually bad. Obviously, Ross was a different person, right? It was a different actor. I think the other one died, right? Yeah, so that's why it's Harrison Ford. But I feel like they did a good job combining the first of all, the new actor, and then with the story from the Incredible Hulk, because the Incredible Hulk everybody was like a different, because it was kind of before the MCU, so everybody was like, it was like different actors, but they brought the same woman, the daughter. They brought her back at the end. And then I feel like in the Oval Office, when he had the pictures in the desk, Ross, I feel like the pictures had the old actor in it. So I like that they didn't necessarily just try and make it everything Harrison Ford. No, they actually combined it. And they actually had the picture of the other actor. You know what I mean? And kind of stuff like that. And the way they mentioned the other movie. Oh, when they destroyed this part of the town. When he was fighting... What's the name of the other monster? I don't even know. Yeah. Like it was actually a part of the MCU and not a separate thing. I really love how they integrated it. Really good. I really don't see any bad parts of this movie. I loved it. And then we have the after credits scenes, right? So he can still be the Hulk again. Oh, before that, there was one thing that I thought of when he was fighting the Hulk, because my first thought was, okay, maybe they're not gonna bring Bruce into this movie. But what about She-Hulk? What about her? I just imagine her turning on the TV and she's like, oh, wait, there's a new Hulk? He's red? You know what I mean? Like, it was so crazy. Also, I would love to see She-Hulk as, like, angry. True. Because She-Hulk, I like her design. I like how She-Hulk looks. But I don't like how Bruce looks. Like I said, I don't like the combination between Bruce and Hulk. I don't like the smart Hulk. But the way She-Hulk looks, I like how she looks. Yeah. I like hers. But I kind of want to see her, like, go on a rampage. That would be cool. But yeah, I just imagine her reaction. Like, she turns on the TV and she's like, oh, there's a new Hulk. And he's red. Where the fuck did this came from? But yeah. Okay, so the after credit scene. So Ross he could still be the Hulk again. So I feel like they're going to bring that back. Because he said, like, oh, these are some strong walls. But I feel like if he turns into the Hulk again, he could probably get out. Or somebody could go break him out and use him. So in the future, we could probably see Red Hulk again. And I hope we do, because that was good. Yeah. And then we had another after credit scene, which was about the villain. I don't even know his name, but the guy that looks like a lizard. So what he said confused me, and I was kind of, I don't want to say scared, but I was like, oh my God, you know what, I just thought of something. Okay, but let me say what he said first. He said, I can see all the possibilities, whatever, and the heroes fighting, always protecting the earth. And then he said, I want to know what's going to happen when the others, because he said there was other worlds. And he said, I want to see what happens when the others come for you or come for this world. And I was like, wait, what does that mean? Because obviously they know aliens exist. So if there's an invasion, it's not like we're going to be surprised. It's like, oh, another one. Great. You know what I mean? But the way he said others, I feel like he meant other worlds, like actually other Earths. Not other worlds like in Aliens, like, oh, like Asgard or like, you know, other worlds. I feel like he meant other worlds as in other Earths, like parallel dimensions. And then what I just thought of was Monica. Because Monica is on the other world. She's on the X-Men world. So Doomsday is probably going to be like, they're going to have to fight other versions of heroes from different Earths, from like parallel dimensions, from other timelines, from other universes. That's what the fuck is going to be, right? Because he said, I want to see what happens when the others. And I was like, oh, bitch. Because he didn't say aliens. He said the others. And I was like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. But obviously, that's the thing. Because the other Earths also have heroes. Because Monica obviously went to the X-Men world. But they're the X-Men. They're the good guys. But yeah, there's probably going to be an Earth where they're bad. So what the fuck is gonna happen, girl? What the fuck is gonna happen, girl? I like that. That like kind of give me like something to kind of be scared about. Like, oh, I want to see what happens with the others. I was like, oh, bitch. Bitch. I was like, what? And then yeah, I just thought of Monica because Monica is still trapped in the other universe. So I don't know how she's gonna come back. I don't even know where she's gonna come back. Like, are they really going to make us wait until 2026 to give us something about Monica? Or, you know what I mean? But there's no other movie that they could show Monica. Because there's no other movie until the Avengers movie. that really is gonna showcase something. So maybe we do have to wait, which is a shame. I miss Monica, my girl. But yeah, I would give this movie a very strong rating. I went to see and it said it was like, I think it was like 60%, 61% on Rotten Tomatoes and like 49% on IMDb, or like the opposite, whatever. I was like, what? People really are so fucking boring. I love the movie. What do you mean 61%? I will give this movie at least 80. But whatever. Like, people now, they don't know how to enjoy a movie. They just want everything to be the top. And it's like, oh, fuck out of here. But I really loved it. Really loved it. Really loved it. I would give it, I don't know. I guess I would give it like an 8 out of 10. Like, yeah, like 80% or like 8.5. No, let's give it 8.8. Let's give it 8.8. I really loved it though. Yeah, that's a good score. But yeah, if you watched the movie, let me know. If you didn't, I mean, what are you doing here? Because this is full of spoiler. And if you want to hear me talk, that's completely fine. And if you listen to all of this and you still want to watch the movie, if you didn't, definitely would recommend. Definitely a good one. Don't be influenced by other people's opinions. Experience things for your own and take your own conclusions of stuff, okay? Do your own research. Do your own thing. That's how you get through life. Not because others did it. Not because others think this, think that. Do your own thing, okay? Period. And like and subscribe to help support the channel. Stay tuned for more reviews and trailer reactions and other content. So definitely subscribe. And I guess I'll see y'all on the next one.